New England, the part of the United States that feels like one continuous state, mainly because there's only one major city, three if you count Providence and Hartford, and the rest of it is all mountains, forests, suburbs, and Ivy League universities. Oh, and there's also only one major amusement park across the region, Six Flags New England. This is one of the stranger parks in the Six Flags chain to me, because good God, it could have been great, but it's just kind of merely good, I guess. I'll probably make a review on the park someday, but that day is not now. Instead, I'm gonna rank the coasters here. Because why not, you know? The park has 11 roller coasters, soon to be 12, so it's quite a substantial lineup. Unfortunately, it is ridiculously top heavy. You've probably already guessed the top two of this park, and you're probably correct. But fuck it, I see no further need to stall. Here is every coaster at Six Flags New England ranked. This'll be interesting.
You lose! Good day, sir!
Kids Coaster. These Tivoli coasters bother me. Like, why does a train need to be that long? Zier, I want an answer in the mail by Tuesday. I better get it. I mean, these rides are harmless, I guess. Whatever. It's just a glorified kids coaster. There's nothing really to discuss here.
Doctor, I think I have a fear of long words. Sounds like a classic case of hippopotamonstrossus squepidaliaphobia.
Who on God's green earth decided to make the name of a roller coaster 7 words long? Seriously, what the shit? Six Flags, I know we get on your ass about overused names, but this is not what we meant when we said to make original names for rides. Gotham City Gauntlet, Escape from Arkham Asylum. To be fair to Six Flags, they kinda made an attempt at theming this Wild Mouse. It's a shame the ride sucks. It's even jankier than your average Wild Mouse, and the trains are quite uncomfortable. This thing sucks. Should've just gotten a Dark Knight coaster clone. Introducing the park's token boomerang, Flashback. For a while, this was one of two boomerangs right next to each other, the other one being Goliath, the infamous giant inverted boomerang that got removed a few years ago.
Prepare for trouble!
Make it double!
But these days, Flashback is the only boomerang in the park. And how does Six Flags distinguish it as such? By painting the brand new coaster right across from it the exact same colors. This park is so unserious.
I am smart. S-M-R-T. I mean S-M-A-R-T.
Anyways, the ride is fine, I guess. I actually expected it to be much rougher than it is, but it wasn't abysmal. Boomerangs are always forceful too, so there's that. And there's not much else to say. It's a boomerang after all. Goes backwards, has three inversions, is fucking everywhere. That's it. Though I have to say, Flashback is literally a perfect name for a boomerang. I got on your ass for names for the last segment, but you did good this time, Six Flags.
No!
If you put lipstick on a pig, it's still a pig. If you polish a turd, it's still a turd. And if you put vest restraints on SLC, it's still an SLC. Now, compared to other SLCs, Riddler's Revenge is great, mainly because you don't leave with severe brain hemorrhaging afterwards due to those vest restraints. Riddler is actually rideable thanks to them, and you can start to really appreciate the uber intense layout that all SLCs have. Unfortunately, it's still shaky as shit. Even with the lack of headbang, the track is profiled just fucking terribly and feels like a shopping cart on cobblestone. Getting new trains only fixed half of the problem, which is why every park with an SLC should follow the Maurice Pierce strategy, aka just completely rebuild the damn thing so it's actually really good. But oh well, Riddler is a one and done for me these days, but I can't appreciate how intense and honestly kind of pretty it is. It's just a shame that 90s Vekoma was just on all the drugs that Amsterdam have to offer.
I'm crazy enough to take on Batman, but the IRS? No, thank you.
Good God, this park is so top heavy. Like, the sixth best coaster in a park with 11 coasters is a free spin, for God's sake. Not that Joker is bad, it's perfectly enjoyable, but it's just not a ride with a lot to discuss. It's a clone and it flips a lot. There you go. Ugh, I'm so bored. Kind of like how I was feeling watching that Joker 2 movie. Now, that's something to talk about. Who on earth decided to make that thing a musical? The sequel to a movie that tried to be like a modern day taxi driver for some reason is trying to be fucking Les Miserables? Ah, fuck off, Todd. Oh yeah, this video is about roller coasters. Let's get back on track.
That's the way to do it. That's old school.
Yeah? No school like the old school.
Hey, in my eyes, there is nothing wrong with a good classic wooden coaster. Thunderbolt is nothing special by any means, but it's just a very solid ride. There's one really good airtime hill, and the rest is just a nice, classic figure eight wooden coaster. It's delightful. And I love how the ride is presented too. Just really evokes a vintage amusement park feel, even if the queue line is very awkwardly smushed in there. As the oldest coaster at the park, Thunderbolt serves as a great supporting ride, though with not too much to talk about again. Not like with Joker where it's boring, but because it's just very simple. And that's something I really appreciate because it saves me time writing these damn videos. Nah, fuck off. This thing is awesome. You've never truly lived until you have experienced pandemonium in an unevenly seated car in the summer. It's so worth it, even though you might not be able to walk in a straight line afterwards. It's really a shame that it is such a long line most days, because Pandemonium is an absolute blast. Tight turns, tons of spinning, and so much fucking laughter while you ride it. Eat your heart out, Smiler. Pandemonium just walked in. I am not being ironic in any shape or form when I say that Pandemonium is one of the most objectively enjoyable coaster experiences out there, even if the ride and layout are objectively not as good as other rides, even at this park. But I don't care. I know it sucks. I like it.
Officer Bowles.
Jesus Christ. Jesus, talk about a contrast in quality. I just went from proving my point on how a fucking spinning coaster is my fourth favorite coaster at a major Six Flags park and was completely unironic. No offense, rest of Six Flags New England, but it's now time to talk about the actual roller coasters. Batman Dark Knight is a lower tier floorless coaster, but with how the rest of this park's lineup is, it's instantly top 3 at the park. Put Batman at Cedar Point, and you have Rougarou, is what I'm trying to say. Anyways, this ride is actually very fun, if a bit short. There's 5 solid inversions, including an actually stellar zero-G roll and a generally whippy layout. It's not butter smooth, but it's no way rough either. It looks good, the trains are good, and the ride as a whole is good. Batman The Dark Knight is a great supporting coaster at most parks of Six Flags New England size with its really fun layout and versions. However, this is the third best coaster at a park with 11 coasters. Not a knock against the ride, more of a knock against the stupidly top-heavy coaster lineup at this unholy park.
My boy's wicked smart.
This park has the stupidest coaster collection I have ever seen. You have 6 coasters that are objectively bad, 2 that I like but are also mediocre at the same time, 1 that's very solid, and 2 of the best roller coasters in the goddamn country. Who's responsible for this? I want names and heads. But I should look on the bright side after all. There's 2 of the best coasters in the entire country at this park. Look, Wicked Cyclone is just phenomenal in almost every conceivable way. Smooth as can be, airtime galore, whippy, intense, and paced to perfection. Nothing to complain about besides it's kind of boring to discuss, I don't know. But I have a whole review going more in depth. But it isn't my favorite ride here. Wicked Cyclone is nearly perfect, but unfortunately... Superman the ride is so fucking good, man. Holy shit, it's so good. This layout, man, straight up designed by the gods above. You cannot convince me otherwise. There's airtime on every hill. There's no hint of a roughness or rattle. It's presented actually very well for Six Flags. Superman has the makings of a perfect roller coaster, except those motherfucking trains. I know there was an accident with the old trains, and there's a freaking law in place or something about putting the old trains back, but Christ almighty, these restraints fucking castrate this ride.
Why are you the way that you are?
They're so bulky and heavy and painful and terrible Sorry, that got out of hand. I am exaggerating. These restraints do suck ass, but it isn't a complete deal breaker for this ride. I mean, seriously, have you seen this layout? Ah, come on, you gotta admit this is cool. Again, I have a review out for this ride. The quality of it is up to the viewer interpretation, but the point is that Superman the Ride is just sensational. Shitty trains be damned. Anyways, that's all, folks. I'm tired.